increasing your testosterone will turn you into a caveman, and let me explain. Last year, I experienced these really vivid primal visions from increasing my testosterone the summer before. So you can see these are the results that I got to. I tripled my total and free testosterone, and in about the August time after I'd done this, every day, religiously every day, I would experience these very vivid visions or dreams, if you will, in the day. So I remember clearly every day I would have my lunch outside at home. So I'd take my lunch, my bowl of chicken or whatever it was, I'd take it outside and sit outside in the garden to try and get some more sunlight. And at this point, I was following all the testosterone protocols to optimize it. I was sleeping, my sleep was on point, my training was on point, my supplements, my nutrition, I wasn't wanking, I was having a very fulfilled testosterone optimization kind of lifestyle, if you want to think about it that way. I was doing these high intensity training sessions that improve your testosterone. I was doing this diet. I was doing keto, which is very low carb, which has been shown to increase cholesterol and testosterone or whatever. And every day religiously at 12 o'clock, I remember, or about lunchtime, I would go outside, and as I would be walking to the table, very specifically, as I'd be walking to the table to sit down, I'd have, or just during lunch in general, I'd have these very strong desires and these very strong craves that I couldn't really control. And it's weird because I haven't had that since. I think a lot of it played into, because it was summer, it was sunny a lot. Maybe that played into it as well. The sun was giving me some extra energy or something, I don't know, vitamin D or whatever. But I remember so clearly having these daydreams in a way, but it wouldn't just be a few times, it would be constantly throughout that whole month for weeks. And I would literally, the core desire that I had when I was doing this was just, I want to go, I know it'll sound cringe, it was, I want to go into the wilderness and live there and hunt on my own. And I really do think this was because of the time that I spent jacking up my testosterone numbers, because these primal visions are so true to our ancestors, our caveman ancestors, the people before us in our bloodline. That's what they did, really, isn't it? They were in the wilderness hunting for themselves and fending for themselves. And what I wanted to do genuinely was go into the wilderness and kill something and eat it, and just be in nature. And that was really strange to experience, but it was quite cool, I'll be honest. It was quite cool to see that as well. So when I say increasing your testosterone turns you into a caveman, I don't mean literally, obviously, but I mean that it will give you the same kind of mindset that our primal caveman ancestors probably had. I think that every guy has it in him, but I don't think people realize it. I think a lot of guys just live such a mind-numbing kind of basic life where they'll just kill their brain through dopamine, through video games, through sugar and red 40 and whatever. And I know that everyone has it in them, because I was never the guy with the high testosterone, with the muscles. I was never the strong guy. I was never the high testosterone guy. I was always the skinny, fat, anxious loser. But I think everyone has it in them. And it you don't really think about your anxieties or any mental health issue when you're so true to your core kind of biology, how we are made up. You don't really think about it. I was so happy to think about these kind of primal visions. It was such a natural tendency to think about these things. And I'm not saying we need to live like this. I'm saying obviously it's so good that we've evolved from being a caveman and dying at 30 years old. But I think there's a certain element that we are missing today. I think we've been so I saw something online that said every single advancement in technology is designed to increase your comfort. So if you think about every single car that comes out, it's designed to make your drive, your experience more comfortable. Every single phone is designed to make your experience more comfortable. Every single game, every single item of pen or AirPod or coffee mug or book or whatever, everything is designed to improve your comfort. And that's something that we're probably missing, is something that's not that comfortable, an experience that isn't naturally comfortable. A year after I had these experiences, just by chance, we went camping, me and some family, and we went camping in July this year. And it was that literally kind of that same experience that I was the visions that I had exactly a year later, they kind of came true. I'm not saying it's any like manifestation thing, but a year after we did that, we went camping for one night and camped in hammocks, hung them between trees, went fishing. I went fishing, killed a fish, ate the fish, and it was a very primal experience right in wilderness. But yeah, if you're a young guy and you haven't experienced anything like this before, then I really think you're missing out on something, because like I accidentally stumbled onto this, and I don't know exactly what it is, I'll be honest. I don't know what the science is. I haven't looked into the science. I haven't looked into why this happened or the psychology behind it, but it did happen, and I can say that for sure. And I know that it wasn't a fluke, because it happened several times. It wasn't just one time. But if you're a young guy and you think you want to experience something like that, then check the link in the description. That's going to help you. It's basically a one-stop shop for anyone who wants to kind of destroy their anxieties and increase their testosterone. So have a look at that, and until next time, bye.